Well, I think I jinxed myself. I have been bragging up how nice the weather's been lately, and it won't stop raining now. So we are due for a blade change here on the sawmill, and people always ask, can these be sharpened? Yes, they can. And they also ask how many board feet I get out of a blade. Well, that depends kind of on what I'm sawing and how dirty the logs are. This one here, I probably got about 750 board feet out of it. Something else people always talk about is this belt. How loose it is. It's supposed to be that way. So the sun is actually trying to peek through a little bit. I haven't seen that in a few days. Tighten the blade up now. Then I'm gonna have to lube a few things up. I use ATF fluid on the rails and the chains and all that kind of stuff. So this is another one of those red pine, about 14 inches in diameter here at the big end, probably about 12 down here, I'm guessing, maybe 13. Yeah, 13 inches at this end. Out of this log right here, I should get about 9 boards, you know, 9 1x10s, something like that. Should get 9 1x10s. So I have about an hour and a half this evening to run the mill, then I have to go to a meeting. So in that time, I'll probably get this log sawed and probably one more. I'll end up with about 18 or 20 boards, so it should be a pretty good night. But running this sawmill, it's a lot of work. It's a manual mill. You know, it's got the power feed, power up and down and all that stuff, but you still have to turn the logs. There's a lot of labor involved, but it's very rewarding. It is very relaxing for me. And it's nice to be able to take, you know, dead trees like this red pine behind me and turn it into something nice. You know, this wood will be used inside the new building for, you know, on the walls inside the garage. And it's just nice to be able to do that. It's kind of rewarding. But anyway, I'm going to fire up the mill right now. We'll get started and we'll see what we get done here tonight. All right, that's one log done. They're nice. About 9 1/4. And like I said before, they are 7/8 of an inch thick. This red pine looks a lot like white pine, but it is red pine. So I ran up to the house here to take a little break. Melissa has something to show you guys. Check it out.
It's a sample stack. This is the sample stack of some of the license plates we've been getting in. So it's really great. The girls love, well, we all love opening them. We got this from Colorado. He actually was metal detecting when he was, and he found this plate, and I think that's pretty cool.
19, what year? What is it? 1932?
1932, but it says 16. He did some research and found out that the 16 has to do with the county in Colorado.
Huh.
That's the county. From some other cool ones from Ohio. Jeff Lee sent us this. It was his father-in-law's. So his father-in-law had a license plate display, and this is from 1908 to 1909 is the plate with
That's
that
Ohio.
display. Yeah, so I guess that O and the H right there.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I have to email Jeff. Jeff Lee sent those, and there was no return address, but he did send an email and a letter. And then one from, they also did research, and this actually, when you research it, traced back to Peru.
Peru, really?
Yeah. And Ohio, and then another 1910.
So somebody asked the other day what the, because someone sent one 1922, I think, and they want to know what the oldest one is. So 1910 is the oldest so far, isn't it?
This 1908.
1908.
Yeah.
Now show them the most unique one.
Yeah, we got a very unique one, which we are honored because they sent a letter as well. It's really appreciative. We love it, as our family loves it when you explain where these came from or how you acquired it.
And if you don't know what's going on, bring them up to speed. These are all going to go.
Oh yeah. So our daughter Eva asked in one of the videos like a month ago or so that she wanted some license plates to hang on her wall to decorate in her bedroom. So could anyone send those? And as they kept coming in our post office box, Mike's like, this is a great idea. Let's ask them to send them and we'll put them on the walls in our building. And I said, that's a great idea. So that's what we're doing. I also want to quickly tell you, each one, if you have a story, write it and send it with on the back of the plate. They put their names and where it came from. This is awesome. Janet sent this from New Hampshire. She said this is the plate she got and put on her 2001 Sable after her divorce. I love it. It's one of my favorite stories. So, yeah, Tinkerbell. I think it's great. So we really appreciate it. I've been seriously writing thank you notes like crazy. So I'm going to send out, I think I have the first like 50 written. So I'm going to send those out. But the most unique that we've received so far, and this is from, so what you do when you send me a story about it, this particular story, I wrapped it in saran wrap and taped it to the back. So when these hang on the wall, and if someone has a question, I can slip it off the wall and tell the story. But they sent this to Eva, and this is a heavy cast aluminum. But the interesting story was in 1972, his father was a Foreign Service diplomat. And when his family, it was his mom and 5 children with his dad, were assigned for a 4-year posting in Beirut, Lebanon. And after that time of the arrival, there was a Paris of the Mediterranean. And there's, like, he put quotes in that line I'm not familiar with, but the source, it took them, shortly after that, it took them out of there. They were given...
There was a civil war.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. But it was a civil war in the country that erupted, and it eventually told all the Americans and their families had to be evacuated out of Lebanon, and that was in late 1975. So with 18 hours notice, they got up and left, and they could only each take a suitcase. So everything else was left behind. And when they got word that they could go back in and get their things, okay, my packing tape, this didn't work real well. I should have practiced this. They were able to send everything to his family. And one of the things was his father's 1963 MG Midget sports car, which would have been cool at any time frame. And when the car arrived at their house in 1976, it had this Lebanese license plate on it.
That's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
What a neat story.
Yeah, and they were downsizing, and they said they had it in family, and they said, you know, we'd love for you to add it to your collection. And I'm like, I feel so honored, so thank you. I think that's pretty awesome. Okay, so if you have a license plate and a story, or just a license plate, put your name and where it's coming from on the back of it, and ship it to P.O. Box 2140, Cranberry Township, PA 16066. Now that address is also in the description of this video, so click the little arrow down by the description, and you'll see the post office box. And maybe we can even put it across the screen. All right, something else we have for you to show you. These are the water bottles and the tumblers, and they've been added to our website. So the water bottles are here in the back with the black lid. The straw pops up like this, handle to carry it, and I'm sure you understand that inside is the straw attachment to suck up whatever you're drinking. It has the Outdoors with the Morgans logo and the YouTube play button. And we have the tumblers. I want to show you their top. This is the top, and there's a hole on the lid to insert your straw if you'd like. These are hand wash and of course not microwavable. This is the dark gray. It's the only color in the tumbler that's different than the colors we have here for the water bottles. You can find them on the website, but we have the royal blue, navy, black, red, orange, green, and then the same colors for the tumblers, but we have an added color of the gray.
Well, I'm going to head back down to the sawmill.
Okay.
But yeah, Levi and Ty will be packaging these up. Remember when Ty was tossing his boxes?
Oh yeah, and those were the mugs that.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are safer.
All right, I'm going to head down to the mill. You want to come down and help me out later?
Sure.
All right. All right, I'm coming back down to fire up the mill again. I got 8 boards out of that first one. Grab another one here. This works really well for setting logs on the mill. There's no jerking around or banging around or anything. You can just set them on there ever so gently. I got another log on the mill ready to go. This one is just a little bit smaller than the last one. I'll give you another look at what I got out of that last one. Nice stuff. But anyway, I'm going to fire up the mill, knock this one out, and I will report back in a bit. I got 8 more boards out of that log. And those ones I had to cut a few stickers off of. So they ended up only about 6 inches wide. But that's not bad. I think I have time. I'm going to go ahead and grab one more. At least get it on the mill. I got to fill up my water jug and do a couple things. But at least I'll be ready to go. So Melissa just came down to tell me dinner was ready. My phone has been in the sidekick over there. I didn't know you were calling and texting. But pretty good evening so far. I got 2 logs sawed and working on a 3rd one. I think I'll finish this one up right now. And something else I may do. We've had all this rain the last couple days, and I may dig a little bit of that shale and just pile it up and then bring the tractor down and shuttle it up there, because I need a little bit on this side of that big cistern tank. You know what I'm saying? So it takes me 15 minutes round trip with the dump trailer, and it's pretty wet up there right now to be kind of dragging it around. But I could probably, I'm just trying to think, if I could get 6 buckets in less than 15 minutes in the tractor, it'd be about the same. But that's not factoring in digging with the excavator. But I'll probably go eat a bite, you know, have a bite of dinner, come back down and do that for 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
And
Did Mike tell you it's cold?
It's cold again.
It is.
I don't know what's going on. And it's raining every day. I was just...
But all the leaves on the trees have just popped.
And you should see the grass on the other side of the building. Remember that I planted?
Yeah.
It looks like a indoor-outdoor carpet right now, green. It's beautiful. But we had a beautiful spring, early spring, warm, sunny every day, and...
yeah, we did have a nice spring.
Kind of getting in a little bit of a rut right now, but hopefully we'll bounce back out of it. Furnace, air conditioner, furnace, air, just the same thing within that machine right there. Yeah. Every day I get in it, I start it and like the air conditioning's on. I'm like, it's freezing out. I turn the heat on. Then the next day it's the other way. Yeah. But I think that's about it. You're busy with the thank you notes for the license plate.
I am. Hope I get carpal tunnel.
Yeah. And yeah, if you want to send any of those in, we appreciate it. The link will be in the description. Yeah. And what else did we talk about? Oh, all the tumblers and the water.
The water bottles will be on the website, so check them out. There's
they're very nice.
There's a good amount, but could go fast. So
yeah, and if they do.
Father's Day is in June.
Father's Day
is in June. Mother's
Day's this weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't forget that.
Sorry for all the women that won't get a tumbler or a water bottle in time.
Yeah, it won't.
But it can be a belated Mother's Day gift. Yeah. And then Father's Day is a month away, so maybe something that you want to think about. So,
I guess that's about it for today's video. We really appreciate y'all being here. We really do, and so commenting and subscribing and all that. It's good stuff, and we like to hear from you. So keep it up.
Thanks for sending in the plates.
And like we always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, share them with your friends.
Thanks.